So, hello, this has been a long time since I have been doing this in English. I have been working a lot, but for a period of time I was playing around with oracle cards and the channeling that I'm doing. And then I suddenly had to stop and not do it for a long period of time. I guess because I had to do some other stuff around in this normal world that we live in. And in that period of time, had to do a lot of inner work, processes. I have been going through a lot of learning on many levels, not all of them that I can put into words, but I feel the difference. And that's how it is with life, at least with my life, that there are periods of stillness where it seems like nothing is happening, but so much is happening. And then there are periods of a lot of activity where it can seem like so much is happening, but it's not for sure that there is. So I never know when I am leveling up or when I'm just taking my time. But it feels like today I needed to do, or I wanted to do, I felt the urge to do this. So I have brought these two oracle cards, Work Your Light and the Magdalene Oracle. There are links in the description box below. And well, I am from Denmark, so excuse my English. I'm doing it the best I can. So the thing is that up till now, it has been a playground for me, and of course it still is, doing this job, finding out what is it, playing around with the energies, which communication is coming, or what communication is coming through me, because I am a channel, but a lot of us are. And what is it, that channeling thing? I still don't know. I just feel when I need to do this, I will do it. So I have no clue whatsoever what this will be about. But I'm using these two set of cards, the oracle cards, and I will let it flow. And of course, things will show. So if you, listener, have anything on your mind or in your heart that you want to have shed light on, then please put it in here. Kind of ask your question, and let's see if there will come an answer. Because it's like this open room, it's an open space where you can, I think, and I didn't think about this before I started the video, but it feels like you should ask me and the cards will show. And I guess that it's not all the cards that is for you, because this is general, but you can feel what resonates with you. So when I come to something where you feel that that is my answer, then take it as it resonates with you, and leave the rest, of course. So I'm not going into anything about these birth signs, or anything of what most of these very skilled tarot readers does. But I just go into this channeling mode, and then let's see what comes out of it. Yes. So let's start with these Work Your Light oracle cards. And they are springing around. I'll not take all of them, because that is a lot. But there's a couple of them calling, and I'll just keep on a little here. Beautiful. Okay, so this feels like kind of a stuck energy, but it has deep meaning, and it's for you who clicks on a video like this. You are some kind of a light worker, of course. And the first two cards that came out, they were laying close to each other and it felt stuck. So now I turn them around, see, like this, beautiful card. birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Dreaming a new world into being. That's our job right now. We are letting it coming through us. I'll just look at the other one. The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So these cards, they are telling me right now, just on intuition-based communication, that this is the big task that we are up to now, and it is a big task. It's not for the light-hearted ones. It says we have been training for this for lifetimes, and it is this beautiful galaxy feeling about it. It feels like, when I use the word it's stuck, it's not that it's standing still. It is moving, but it's moving very slowly. This is not easy. It's not energies that move easy through us. It can have very high vibration, and we can feel very overwhelmed, and we can feel very energized. And this period of times where we need to, for example, rest, please do that, rest, because we are not in a hurry. It's not easy, and it takes a lot of time. Remember, these are lifetimes. It's not just over the next 10 years. It is lifetimes. Of course, leading up to this, but also going through it. I mean, the cycles that we are in, if the energy when these cards landed was different, then I would have said something different. If they had been having this energy of easy, high-pitched frequency, I would say we are in it, we are going through it, and it's now. But these cards now, today, they are telling me, please calm down. Please rest when needed. Please know that you are doing the job. You are here to do this. It's not just some new age thing. It's reality. And it is a tough one. It doesn't mean that it needs to be hard and painful as such. But it is. Because it's a birth. It is birthing anew. Birthing new creations. Dreaming a new world into being. So it's both. It's both the dream and the physical birth. And these things, it is like going through birth. You have a vision. You want a baby, and you are creating a baby. And the pushing through of having him or her coming out of you, it's painful. And it's not very beautiful. It's pretty nasty. But it's wonderful. And it's important. It's important to both have the dream and the reality. So take it slow if you need to take it slow, but also let you be touched by the energies. Let these high-pitched energies run through you, even though it can feel so slow in the physical world. And yet again, very fast on the energetic plane. That's a balancing act. Being capable of both having all these very high-pitched frequencies going through you into this normal, everyday life where everything is very slow in the physical. So while I have been telling about these energies as I sense them through the cards, from here, laying close together, kind of stuck in the energy, but still moving, but something heavy about it. And then reading them, translating them into this, it's kind of a double effect, having high-pitched frequencies and being earthed at the same time. The dream coming to reality. Then it's now more easy for the energy to flow through. And see in both of the pictures, it's two ladies, one with the back turned to us and one with the front turned to us. Both of them having the arms over the head, both of them reaching up or drawing down. It's like it has the potential, or it shows both of the energies, reaching up but also drawing it down. And that is exactly what's going on. There is a protection also for both women here. And I just get this sense that it's both male and female. Perhaps because of the sharp-edged triangle and the rounded, curved circle. And the circle around on the ground. There's a community for us. We are the community. We can feel alone. She is very strong. She's also very strong, but much more soothing, much more female in her energy. So it's like we're going through a process where we need to be both very masculine, very direct and commanding that we want this, that we need this. But it needs to be addressed going through a process of femininity, of grace. This is a hard, even though it's beautiful energies and very, very spiritual, aligned. She has been trained through lifetimes. And she's calm and she's connected. And she needs to be very sharp to reach through her, what is it? It's like she has an area on the world, on the earth, that she needs to, an area, perhaps a physical area, but I guess more an energetic area that she needs to be the master of. She needs to be able to break through the old to make the new. And she has been trained for this. She's very tuned into this. But to do it properly, she needs to go also through this process of the feminine, of birthing. This is birthing, it says here. Birthing a new age, the age of light. So it's a complex project that we are in, all of us, who listens to this, who resonates with this. It's complicated because we need to be very, both masculine and feminine. We need to know what we want. We need to have the courage to go for it. And we need to go for it with this energy, translating it into this. Being able to open up a portal to the new. This is kind of the energy that goes through the portal, but we need to also be the, oh, it's beautiful. We need to be the portal. We need to have the strength and the power to go through the portal, and we need to be the portal. It's lightning. Is it called that in English? It's releasing a lot here, because getting to the understanding deeply that we are the portal. It's not outside of us. That is amazing. And even though I have known this, it's like I understand it more now that we are talking about it. But we cannot be the portal without this. This is not enough. We need to have this to back us up. Inside of ourselves, and perhaps also outside of ourselves, but this is talking to me, mostly of our own process. But these are calm cards for me, even though they are very strong. So we are both the penetrators. It's like she's penetrating. And the ones who are being penetrated. And that process is giving birth to the new. I like that. It resonates well with my system and my experiences. We are both the penetrators of light and the ones who are being penetrated. We are the portal of this birth. You and me, this body, this mind. So these were the first set of cards that came out. Then these came. And these are totally different energies, but they are related. So perhaps you have a question that resonates only with these two cards. But they were more easy. It's like, actually, I have three, they came in three sets. These two first we have just been talking about was the first. Had a lot of stuck energy in it that is now released. And then this is kind of more concrete in our daily life. So there are more movement. These two cards is like also very slow in their process. They are fast in their energies because it's high-pitched energies. It's very galactic and spiritual energies. New Earth. But these are more down to earth, so to speak. And let's see what it's called. It looks like this. So the first one here is the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And I feel like this is perhaps the portal that we are going through with ourselves. And it seems like it's the outer world. But it is also us. I'm just comparing it to the colors of the first card, the birthing. Pretty much alike. I know that it's the same set of cards. There are a lot of overlaps with the colors, but it just, oh, actually, it is both cards. You can see it in here with the purple and the turquoise. Anyways, it's like this is more everyday life. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I'll just take the next one too. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Referring to what came through the other cards. So to do this job, we have to go through these processes that I talked about actually, where things happen that we don't know. Is this a still period, or are there things moving inside of me that I'm not aware of? Or the other way around. And it can feel like a lonely journey, and it can feel heavy and suppressing, depressing, and there are thunder around in the sky. It's not an easy path, but as I say this, I also feel that it is a beautiful path. And this is a very rough nature. And there is something calling on the other side, and that is how we go through these things, these periods of time where we are ready to die sometimes. We are ready to just give up because it's not beautiful and it's not elegant and it doesn't feel very spiritual. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and most of the time we can feel that light. but we still have to take every step on the way. In the thunder, in the storm, in this very not fertile ground. It's very bare, but there is a path. There is a path, this light up here, and there are these pillars that is leading into the new. So it is there, we are on the way. And then this card with deep replenishment comes up with retreat, rest and be held. So that is kind of an advice, I guess. Take your time. We are in no hurry. We can rest when needed. Of course we need to take the steps. Of course we need to breathe every day, even though it's tough sometimes. And even though it's dark and we cannot see what's going on. But when we allow ourselves to rest, actually, even though it's like we can still enjoy. But see, this lady, she's standing in this side of the cart, looking out, like she's looking at something not in her reach, and she's turning her back. She's turning her back to something. I don't know if she's looking for this kind of wanting to go there, because she knows she cannot stay there. So the art of resting is important. The art of letting go into the non-judgment of time. Because this movement, it's like she's standing still, but she's still moving because she's kind of wanting to get out of this cart. She wants to take the next step. But she cannot do that before she's ready, before she has been resting well. She is enjoying the flowers and the smell of the flowers. But her hair is dragging her. She knows that Spirit is calling to take this journey. So actually it's quite a job to do this. Being able to release and let go of the journey and yet be on the journey. And even though she has roses or flowers around her, these tall ones are cactuses. Cactus, they live in a dry desert. They contain a lot of water. So perhaps that's a beautiful expression of she is perhaps or has been in a dry desert for a long period of time. But she has the capacity to get nourishment and fulfillment with the flowers, and the water and the cactus. So she has the strength to go through this, and she has the wisdom to rest. Because it is not an easy journey, but it's a beautiful one. She wants to go there. You can see she wants to go there. Spirit's dragging her with her hair. So both these two directions, resting and being on the path, that's beautiful. So where the first two set of cards are very galactic and much slower, these are thousands of years, or I don't know, eons I want to say. Many lifetimes at least. this is much more this lifetime. This lifetime. Now. You. This is also you and now. But much longer span. And then there is there are 3 cards, and I have the first one out. Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So perhaps this is showing you what's leading, or where are you being led to? Because you have a path and you are drawn to your path. But where does it lead you? Only you know. See, this is different for everybody. And perhaps it is the same place we end. I don't know. But it tells me, because this scenery is in water, that you need to follow your inner advice. Perhaps you do not know where your path of initiation is taking you. Perhaps nobody knows. But you, one step at a time. I just get this sense that you can sit and you can sense. And you can, perhaps without words, feel where you are going. This is a watery scenery. So your feelings, your sensations, perhaps can tell you where this path of yours and of our galaxy, where it's leading you, where it's leading us. But just take it as your destination. Perhaps I'll meet you there, perhaps we all will meet there, I don't know. But your end goal, if there is any, I don't think there is ever an end goal. But that is up to you to feel your way through step by step. But this is not step by step, it's not the journey, it's where is it leading you? Where do you need to journey to? It's kind of giving me the impression of still it's like the initiation is behind this. So this is what's coming out of it. And then the 2 last cards that are together with this. It says, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Perhaps it's just that. Trust yourself and your intuition. And all these symptoms, signs, synchronicities, feelings, wantings. That niggling feeling where you just know perhaps something is wrong here. I need to do or go somewhere else. Trust it. Do it. And then leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So when you have felt what you feel here, and you have realized your own guidance system, what are your body, your thoughts and feelings, or perhaps not even that, perhaps it's something else, that niggling feeling that we all know, where you just know, I must go right, even though I thought I had to go left, I must go right. Trust and leap. And then the universe will catch you. See, that's quite beautiful, because then you, of course, it's the process of going there. To go there, you have to be able to do this. You have to be able to you have to be able to be okay with feeling this. Feeling drawn to this mysterious path where you cannot see much, but there is a light. And the way to go that way, to take that path, is to find out your own system, your own communication system with yourself or your higher self, whatever you want to call it, guides, angels, I don't care. You know it because you feel it, you sense it. It's your bodily system that will show you. And then when you are ready, leap and the universe will catch you. And that is where you will be ending up. Or not ending up. It's not an ending. And perhaps even it is physical matters. Physical things you need to do, places you need to go, people you have to need to either say hello to or goodbye to. Things that need to change. Just because you know it. And then you can. She's standing there on the cliff. And she has leapt. Is it called that, leapt? She has taken a leap of faith. And she is being held now by the universe. Like she is being held. So it's like we need to be okay. We need to know and be okay with these grand energies. That we are the portal. Without us, this shift, this new age wouldn't be possible. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if nature could do that on its own, but we are here part of nature. So we are the ones doing it. And we must be okay with the time it takes, but we must rest assured that we have been trained for this for lifetimes. And our job now is to balance and integrate the feminine and the masculine, so we can be the portals. It is like we must understand that we are both these small pieces of a grand puzzle. And it can feel very alone to go through these processes. We can feel that we are constantly being tested or pushed through something. And it can be the perspective can be very small, where we don't understand, why do I have to take this action today and tomorrow and the next day? Why do I have to go through all these emotions? Energetic alignments over and over again. It's like endless sometimes. But it's because when we think it's endless, it's just because we have forgotten the time scale. That is, it's not just our lifetime. It's so grand. So can we trust the niggle? Just from minute to minute. Do we have the courage to take the leap and journey where we are called to? Then it's enough. If It can feel like a tough job. And we need to remember to be replenished. But it's all for this. And we are here now. And we are celebrating that we are here now. Part of us, part of our higher self, even though we can be stuck in this illusionary little daily life, we also know this. And we are the ones that need to follow our inner guidance. No one can do it for us. And that is kind of the mastery of being here. Being able to sense and being able to action upon it. That is breaking the old and birthing the new. So these were the words for today. I thought that was it for today, but I think I'll just take one card of this Magdalene Oracle card. It's a totally different energy, and I just think we need this. It's much more down to earth still beautiful. I'm not very keen on the words, so I'll just read them as I take them, as they come through me. But these first 7 cards that came out are very galactic and high-pitched. So, I don't know if this helps, but I just had to go to this and take just one. And it's called confusion. We must allow ourselves to be confused without being stuck in this. Because we do not have the perspective to see through everything that we are going through. We really just want or need to learn to go with our instinct or the intuition. Yes, intuition. To trust the niggle. Because if we try to understand too much with our little mind, we cannot. It creates confusion. So I get this feeling when I see it, that even though the darker colors are kind of messy, the light shines through it all. And it's okay that we go here. It's okay that we are confused. It's okay that we are feeling so many different sensations without being able to figure it out. Because the light is always there. And that is what draws us. We just know that we have to go through confusion and darkness, or whatever you can call it, these heavier energies, to come to the light. So perhaps this message had to come through today just to show that it's okay to be human. We are so much more. But our vehicle here, it's human. It's the body. So we should not be ashamed if we don't get it. Because who can get it? Of course, there are lots of beautiful, wise men and women who have a great perspective. And so do we. Each one of us has our own way to the light. actually it's very releasing. It's a relief for me now to see this. Because sometimes I am one of those people who just, I like to know. I don't like to be confused. But I get kind of a calmness from this card. Like we should embrace the confusion. Really embrace it. The only way that the light can come through is for us to embrace what is. And when this is chaos, it's okay. Then we are anchoring in to earth and letting the light, what's it called? Step in through us. We cannot figure it out, all that mess. But we can be okay with being confused, knowing the light is always there, knowing we are part of a grand process where we need to understand both the masculine and the feminine part, but also being okay with not perhaps understanding it from our little perspective, but still being able to go through it and take care of ourselves on the way. And by doing that, trusting the niggle and taking the leap of faith, we will be led. We will be led to each individual journey. So embrace the confusion. It's okay. It's okay. That was nice. It has been such a long time since I've been playing around with this. So, wonderful for me to do it again, and if you are here still, then I hope it made sense for you, that you got something out of it. A little or a lot, I don't know. Yes. So I'll perhaps see you around. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. For now, I'm still just playing around. But I hope that you're doing whatever needs to be done out there with you being you. See you around.